खलीफा के हम हैं खलीफा हमारा, वो दिल है हमारा आका हमारा।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're going to start the proceedings of second session with recitation of Holy Quran, and I request Salana Malik Sahib to come and do the recitation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ أخذنا ميثاق بني إسرائيل لا تعبدون إلا الله وبالوالدين إحسانا وذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وقولوا للناس حسنا وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة ثم توليتم إلا قليلا منكم وأنتم معرضون. The verses which have been recited before you are from chapter 2, verse 84 of the Holy Quran, and the English translation is as follows. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. And remember the time when we took a covenant from the children of Israel. You shall worship nothing but Allah and show kindness to parents and to kindred and orphans and the poor, and speak to men kindly and observe prayer and pay the zakat. Then you turned away in aversion, except a few of you.
Jazakallah. This year, due to COVID restrictions, we have not physically invited our guests for safety reasons, but our dignitaries have sent the messages to us. Alhamdulillah, we received good response, and several messages were sent by our dignitaries, and our Secretary External Affairs, Dr. Humayun Malik, has selected few messages, and he is going to present these messages to you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace and blessing of Allah be upon you all. As Amir Sahib just said, that we received a lot of messages, but we selected few messages due to time constraint. Our first message will be from Honorable Mayor, South Dublin County Council, Councillor Peter Kavanagh. He was elected as a Mayor, South Dublin County Council this year in July. Councillor Kavanagh won as an independent councillor from Glendalkin area. He worked as a journalist, translator, and teacher for many years. The Irish language is a huge passion of Peter's, and he was awarded for the services to Irish language in 2003. Peter is a close friend of the community and attended Jalsa Salana in the past. Let's listen to what message he sent for us on this Jalsa Salana.
Assalamu alaikum. Sabah al khairi. Good morning. I'm Peter Kavanagh, Mayor of South Dublin County, and I want to take this opportunity to wish the members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community throughout the country the very best on the occasion of Jalsa Salana 2021. Your annual convention is a highlight of the calendar, and unfortunately, I can't be with you due to COVID-19 restrictions. It's a very challenging time for all of our communities, and I want to thank the Ahmadiyya Muslim community for the tireless dedication they have to their own charity work and outreach throughout what has been a very, very difficult time for people all over the world. The light that you shine, the beacon of hope that you offer, is an inspiration to other communities throughout the country. And I want to thank you very much for the invitation to wish you the very best. Ganairi Galiv. Thank you.
Deputy Chamber is culture, arts, culture, sports, and media. Mr. Chamber very kindly accepted the Jalsa Salana invitation and sent us this support message recorded from Leinster House. Let's see what he said.
Hi everyone, thank you for giving me the opportunity to say a few words. This is a really important event that the Ahmadiyya Muslim community hold. This event raises so much awareness for the Ahmadiyya community, and this awareness is vital for the important outreach and to educate people on some of the ongoing struggles. It was unfortunate that COVID cancelled this event last year. However, it's great to see that the event can take place this year with all the COVID protocols, and we're all aware of the struggles that COVID has brought with it in the last 18 months. Despite this, your community has done some wonderful charitable work. The cycle from Croke Park to Galway and the 5-kilometre charity walk that raised over €12,000 for various Irish charities has not only been admired by myself, but also many of my colleagues and people across the country. Your contributions are credit to communities across Ireland. This event is of utmost importance as it brings the Ahmadiyya community together as one. It provides a place to celebrate your culture and also to get to know each other, which hasn't been easy over the last year. The Ahmadiyya community has my support, and I appreciate the invitation, and thanks again for listening.
I think he said 12,000, but I think we received collected over than 17,000. But this was a couple of weeks ago when I sent him an invitation. That figure was at that time. Thank you so much for his message. Our lineup on next message is from TD Frank Feehan. Deputy Feehan was appointed as Minister of State at the Department of Health with responsibility for public health, well-being and national drug strategy in July last year. He was elected as a TD for Sligo Leitrim in 2020 general elections. Prior to that, Frankie served as a senator in the 25th Senate, having been nominated by An Taoiseach Enda Kenny in 2016. Frank also a member of the Oireachtas Committee on Transport, Tourism and Sports. Deputy Feehan had also attended our online webinar last year in November, and I'm so thankful to him again that he accepted the invitation and sent us this video message for Jalsa Salana.
My name is Frank Feehan, and as ITD, I represent Sligo Leitrim constituency, and I also have a role in government as a minister with responsibility for the National Drug Strategy, Healthy Ireland and Wellbeing. It is a great honour to be asked to speak at the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community's 19th Annual Convention, Ireland, taking place today at the Glenroyal Hotel, Maynooth, County Kildare. I understand that this year's attendance at the convention is unfortunately limited in line with COVID restrictions for community members only, who are eligible but not on the high-risk medical group. And the programme will be telecast live on Zoom, YouTube, and I am delighted to have the opportunity to speak to you remotely. I understand that all over Ireland you are travelling and getting together to promote peace and to reaffirm your rejection of violence and extremism. Previous speakers at these conferences have singled out your organisation for its worldwide charitable and peace-promoting activities, and I would like to echo that praise again this year. I note that in Britain you have had a very successful gathering of up to 4,000 delegates for the annual Jalsa Salana, which normally attracts 35,000 people over 3 days at the convention site at East Worldham near Alton. All your precautions have been responsible, ensuring the health and well-being of all delegates and their families, which I commend you for. As a community, you were founded on a mission of spreading peace and love, and this unique convention reinforces that commitment to be of benefit to society and to be of a service to humanity. Never has this philosophy been more important in the world we currently live in, and as a public representative, I commend your efforts and initiatives in this area. Human rights abuses, violence of the most intolerable type has driven many people from their homelands, and it is incumbent on us to do our bit to ease that turmoil. In conclusion, let me congratulate you all that are attending here today. I wish you well in your discussions and commend your work and prayers to making Ireland, Europe and the world a better place for all who live there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minister Feehan. In line with the next message, a written message was sent from Minister for Justice, Social Protection, Community and Rural Development, Heather Humphreys. Minister Humphreys sent this message. Sorry, I cannot be with you at your 19th annual convention, but I wanted to pay tribute to the incredible contribution of Ahmadiyya community, which is invaluable in encouraging rich and diverse communities to grow and prosper. I want to wish you all a very successful, highly enjoyable annual Jalsa Salana. And that was it. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Humphreys, for your kind message. Our next message is from Assistant Commissioner on Garda Síochána, Paula Hillman. Paula years policing experience with Police Service of Northern Ireland, PSNI, before joining on Garda Síochána in May last year. As Assistant Garda Commissioner of Road Policing and Community Engagement, she has responsibility for National Road Policing Bureau, the National Youth Diversion Bureau, the National Community Engagement Bureau, Public Order and Major Event Policy. Paula is a firearm commander and a Gold Public Order commander with extensive experience in operational policing in Northern Ireland. Paula again kindly accepted our invitation and sent us this video message.
Hello, I'm Paula Hillman, Assistant Commissioner in Garda Síochána. Firstly, I'd like to thank you for the kind invitation to address your annual Jalsa Salana. It's a real privilege for me to do so. As Assistant Commissioner with strategic responsibility for community engagement, I also have responsibility for the Garda National Diversity Unit. And together we work with our colleagues within the organisation to promote equality, diversity and inclusion within Garda Síochána and ensure we provide the best possible service to the communities that we serve. And I thought I would take the opportunity just to talk to you about the 3 key areas we use to deliver that. That's both about our own workforce, our service delivery and engagement. In terms of our own workforce within Garda Síochána, we recognise that a diverse workforce is a stronger workforce, it's a higher performing workforce, it enhances confidence and legitimacy in our policing service. And that's why we want to be representative of the communities that we serve. This year we updated our uniform policy to allow for the wearing of beards, turbans and hijabs to reach out to those minority and diverse communities to come and work with us. We also launched an internship for graduates and school leavers, and we're really pleased to see the wide range of diverse applications we had in that area. So I would ask you and your community to consider coming to work with us, whether as a Garda member, a Garda staff, or Garda Reserve, when we do next recruit again. It is a really worthwhile and fulfilling career. In terms of our service delivery, we want to ensure that we provide the best possible service to all communities, to victims, and especially those most vulnerable victims. To ensure that we are encouraging people and giving all enablers for people to report crime, in July of this year we launched our online hate crime reporting facility. This ensures that people who don't want to come to a Garda station can still engage with us to report a hate crime or hate incident, and also then we will put them in touch with their local Garda station. We've also published and distributed our leaflets about hate crime to explain what it is, how we can support you as a victim, and the other services available. And we've issued this in 19 languages, and that's available on our website or in local Garda stations. Our 310 Garda diversity officers work with the National Diversity Unit to support diverse communities right across Ireland. They work with victims of hate crime, but also engage with local communities to build that confidence and trust. In terms of our service, we have developed a training programme for Garda members and Garda staff, and will be rolling this out over the rest of the year. And that's really to ensure that our staff have the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes that really ensure that we provide the best possible service to victims of hate crime, to ensure we're recording it accurately, and then we're supporting them through our victims' offices through any journey through the criminal justice system. So that's a bit about what we're doing in terms of service delivery. But this can never be seen in isolation from engagement. And it really will be good as we continue to move out of COVID that we start to do that both in person and online, but in person, like we saw the celebrations in Croke Park earlier this year. Because it's really engagement with a purpose, that we can listen, that we can hear the views from communities to enable us to shape our service to meet those needs and ensure that we are continually striving to provide that best possible service. So I do thank you for your engagement with us. I thank you that this will continue, and I know it will go from strength to strength as we continue moving out of COVID and are able to meet online. So I wish you a great convention. I do look forward to next year. Will be the 20th convention, but for this, your 19th convention, I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Really nice, and we hopefully next year we'll have the dignitaries here, and we have always a very good friendship with An Garda Síochána. So thank you again. Our next message is from TD Eamon O'Keefe. Deputy Eamon O'Keefe, elected as Fianna Fáil TD for West Galway in 2020 elections. He was first elected to Dáil Éireann in 1992 and has presented the constituency of Galway West since winning further elections in 87, 2002, 2007, 2011 and 2016. He served as a Minister for Community, Rural, Wild-Checked Affairs and Social Protection in the past. Eamon continues to be very active in politics, and he's on a member of numerous parliamentary committees in Oireachtas Éireann. Eamon has a long relationship with the community, and it's a pleasure to play the video message he graciously recorded for us on this Jalsa Salana.
I would like to congratulate the Irish Ahmadiyya Muslim community on holding their 19th convention. I fully understand the reasons this year that you had to restrict attendance and that people like myself could not attend in person, but we are certainly with you in spirit. COVID has had a huge effect in society, but thankfully we are returning to some sense of normality, even if slowly. I look forward to joining you next year at your 20th convention, which will be a very auspicious affair in many ways, and will give us all an opportunity to gather together in the name of peace, good inter-community relationships, and of reconciliation. Since I got to know the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Ireland, I have been struck that you absolutely live by your motto, love for all and hatred for none, and that you have been very open in your engagement with people of different faiths and different beliefs, and that you have engaged sincerely at all times while holding very fast to your own beliefs and your own commitment to your own religion. Never more than now is the work of peace important in the world. And I do understand that members of your community are persecuted in other parts of the world, and pledge any small contribution I can make to looking for justice and freedom to practice their religion to your co-religionists in other parts of the world where they are persecuted. I hope that you have a very successful convention. I look forward to hearing about it, and I look forward to being with you again in the near future. And I would like to thank you for all the work you have done within Irish society at every level. The charitable work, the interreligious engagement, but more important than anything else to me, the friendships and the bonds that you have created with me and so many other people. Gnairi Gagalib, Levornokait, Guyam Chilarahari, Agus Guyam Banachti Day, Ori Ilyog. I hope that your occasion goes well. I wish you every success, and may the blessings of Allah be on you all.
Our next message is from TD Emer Higgins. Deputy Higgins was elected as Fine Gael TD for Dublin Midwest in the 2020 general elections. Prior to that, Emer was elected as a member of South Dublin County Council from 2011 until 2020. Deputy Higgins is a very close friend of the community since she was a councillor in South Dublin County Council and regularly attends our events, and was also present last month at our 200-kilometre charity cycle at the start in Corca Park. Emer sent her support message for this year's Jalsa Salana, and let's see what she says.
Hi, I'm Deputy Emer Higgins, and I'm the Fine Gael TD for Dublin Midwest, and I am delighted to be with you all virtually today. I want to thank the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association of Ireland for inviting me to make a contribution to your event. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Association are invaluable members of our local community. I've really enjoyed being able to further my relationship and build that link with members of the community since being elected as a TD last year. Just a few weeks ago, I was delighted to cheer on the cyclists and walkers who braved the rain to take on the 200k cycle from Dublin to Galway, all organised by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association. Just one example of the contribution that the community has made to Dublin Midwest. I know COVID has been a really challenging time for communities right across the globe, but I think we can all be really proud of how successfully Ireland has coped in such difficult circumstances. I know that currently the Ahmadiyya community are facing extreme persecution, especially in places like Pakistan. And I want to offer my support and say that I will be raising this with Minister Coveney to ask what Ireland is doing and what more we can do to help the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Pakistan. I congratulate you all on celebrating your 19th annual convention, and I'm glad you've been able to come together for this in person this year, although I am missing out. Hopefully next year I'll be able to be there with you in person again. Slán go fóill.
Such a nice message, and she's a good friend of community now, and we're hoping to will work with her more in the coming years. Our next message is from TD Joe Flaherty. Deputy Flaherty is a Fianna Fáil TD for Longford Westmeath. He's a seasonal Irish politician with deep ties to the local communities. He previously attended, thankfully, our Ansarullah event at Longford and also joined our online webinar last year. We are thankful to Joe for sending us this message for our 19th Jalsa Salana.
Hello everybody, and a very special and a very proud message to everybody attending the Jalsa Salana conference this weekend. I'm immensely proud of our Muslim brothers and sisters who have made their home here in Ireland, and particularly in County Longford. I know you've greatly enriched our society, greatly enriched our communities, and you're very much part and a proud part of our new Irish community. I do believe we're a much stronger country, we're a much stronger community, we're a much more vibrant and a much more inclusive community with the advent and the arrival of our many Muslim brothers and sisters. I want to extend you the warmest of Irish greetings. I want to wish you well in your deliberations this weekend. I want to wish that you have an enjoyable, collegial and warm-hearted and an inspiring conference. To my Muslim brothers and sisters this weekend, I extend the warmest of welcomes to Ireland, and specifically to Longford, as I know many families have made their homes here, and many of those I'm proud to call dear and close friends. Best wishes to everybody, and enjoy your weekend.
Joe. Now, this was our last video message for this session, but there are a lot of other support messages and videos were sent by local councillors, which due to time we may not be able to play in this session, but the MTA will keep playing or showing them on live YouTubes and during lunch breaks and different breaks. I just name few of them: Paul Gogarty from Lucan, Madeleine Johansson from Palmerstown and Fonthill, Joanna Tuffy from Lucan, Owen O'Brien from Clondalkin, Alan Edge from Firhouse, Vanessa Liston from Salbridge and Leixlip, County Kildare, Teresa Costello from Tala, Shirley O'Hara from Clondalkin. On behalf of Ahmadiyya Muslim Association, I would like to thank you all for sending these support messages for this Jalsa Salana. Thank you so much, and this concludes this session.
Dr. Humayun Malik for the presentation. Now the next program is our Talim Award. Over last 2 years, National Secretary Talim has worked on the criteria to recognize the achievements and excellence in the areas of education and research. So this year we are presenting only we are announcing the names of the members of the Jamat and our youth who have achieved significant positions in different areas of their field. So I request National Secretary Talim, Dr. Mahmood Mirza, to come and present these awards.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My dear brothers and sisters here at Jalsa Salana and watching on live MTA at home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm honored to present the Talim Awards to those Irish Ahmadi students who have excelled in their fields of study or attained significant professional or scientific achievements. In addition, I'm humbled to represent the Department of Talim and would like to share two major significant achievements for this department in the last year. Firstly, in May of this year, 2021, Huzur-e Anwar, Ayyadahullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz, approved the formation of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Research Association, or AMRA, in Ireland, following the vision presented by Huzur to lead the next Islamic golden age of science. The purpose of this group is to nurture the growth and development of Ahmadi Muslim scientists and advance the study of the Holy Quran for the progress of science. This group is open to members, both men and women, who are either students interested in research, industry professionals, medical professionals, or scientists, all interested in learning and collaborating together. The first ever chairman of this group, AMRA, is Dr. Arsalan Shahid, and the first ever secretary is Dr. Mohib Ahmed. If you are interested in learning more about this group, please contact research@islamahmadiyya.ie or contact any member of the Department of Ta'aleem. Secondly, for the first time in Ireland last academic year, we offered regular academic classes, mentoring, and guidance to all students, virtually of course. Similarly, for this year, we have planned specific academic classes on Saturday mornings for Leaving Certificate students and separately for university students. They start next week on October 9th, and the details will follow later by email. And now for the Ta'aleem Awards. This year, as mentioned by respected Amir Sahib, that due to restrictions, we can only announce the names of the recipients on stage. The medals and certificates will be presented at a future date when restrictions allow. We have 2 tiers of awards. The Academic Excellence Award is given to students typically in the top 5% of their groups who have completed their junior certificate, leaving certificate, or university. This year, we have created an Academic Achievement Award as well, with an expanded but still quite strict criteria to recognize students graduating from post-leaving certificate or PLC courses, students graduating from junior certificate, leaving certificate, and university courses with a wider range, and to most of which were very close to meeting the requirements of the Excellence Award, and to those with significant scientific achievements. One exception is worth mentioning here, that due to restrictions, those in 3rd year of secondary school that normally write standardized exams for junior certificate did not write any exams in 2020, nor were their exams or marks calibrated across the country. As such, we could not offer excellence awards, but continue to offer the Academic Achievement Award to those that met the criteria. I'm very proud to announce that this year we have a total of 23 recipients, of which 8 students with outstanding results are receiving the Academic Excellence Award, and 15 students and professionals are receiving the Academic Achievement Awards. I must say it was a particularly challenging time for students in the last year and a half, and I would like to recognize the efforts of each and every student in Ireland, whether they receive an award or not. I will start now with the Academic Achievement Awards, starting from the junior certificate, then leaving certificate, then university, and finally for professionals with significant scientific achievements. In the junior certificates, Fariha Shams from East Region completed her junior certificate from Our Ladies College, Green Hills in Drogheda with 5 higher merits, 3 A's and 1 B. Taslim Ahmed from East Region completed his junior certificate from Kolashcha Fodrig Lucan with distinction in science, 4 higher merits and 4 A's. Kaweem Ahmed from East Region completed his junior certificate from Castleknock Community College with distinctions in science, business studies, and Spanish, 1 merit and 5 A's. Ahmed Chima from East Region completed his junior certificate from St. Patrick's College, Cavan, with distinctions in Irish, business studies, and science, 2 higher merits and 5 A's. And Anila Asad from East Region completed her junior certificate from Castleknock Community College with distinctions in visual arts, business studies, German, Irish, and science, 1 higher merit, and 3 A's. Now for leaving certificates. Hibatul Islam from East Region completed her leaving certificate from St. Joseph's College, Lucan. She is currently now in second year studying engineering at University College, Dublin. Ihtisham Ahmed from West Region completed his leaving certificate from St. Mary's College. He is currently in second year and studying medical sciences at GMIT. For PLC awards, Sabah Rafiq from West Region completed her Level 5 post-leaving certificate with distinction from GRETB. She received the maximum available marks in the program and is currently in fourth year studying applied biology and biopharmaceutical sciences at GMIT. Arjuman Masood from West Region completed her Level 6 Advanced Certificate in Software Development from Galway Technical Institute and is currently in third year pursuing an Honours Bachelor's in Computing and Digital Media at GMIT. And now for university. Fawad Noonan from West Region completed his Honours Bachelor's of Civil Law International at NUI Galway, which is the National University of Ireland in Galway. Fawad is currently actively studying for his FE1s. Fahim Noonan from West Region completed his Honours Bachelor's of Science in Architectural Technology. He is currently working for CISC. Fariha Alim from East Region completed her bachelor's degree in Joint Honours French and German from University College Dublin. Until recently, she has served as the National Secretary for Student Affairs in Lajna Maila with significant contribution to the lives of many students. Muhammad Ibrahim from West Region completed his Master's of Science in Strategy, Innovation, and People Management at the National University of Ireland, Galway. Currently, Ibrahim lives in India. And Zishan Ahmed from East Region completed his Master's of Science in International Business Management with a focus in Global Brand Management with second-class honors. Zishan currently works in digital marketing. And moving on to scientific achievements, finally is Dr. Mahmoud Mirza from West Region for scientific achievements. Between 2017 and 2020, he has co-authored 7 peer-reviewed publications in the field of stroke therapy. Now for the Excellence Awards. Again, starting from junior certificate, then leaving certificate, and finishing with university. For junior certificate, Arsalan Malik from East Region completed his junior certificate in 2019 from Kalashcha Nahincha with 4 A's, 3 higher merits, and 3 B's. Arsalan has also just finished his leaving certificate in the challenging year of 2021 and will be eligible for the awards next year. For leaving certificate, Sana Tahira Chima from East Region completed her leaving certificate in 2020 from Loreto College, Cavan with 553 points. Sana is a member of the European Youth Parliament. In school, she took part in the Model UN in Ireland and presented to the Minister of EU Affairs. She is currently in second year studying law and politics in Queen's University, Belfast. Zainab Maida Khan from Midlands Region completed her leaving certificate in 2020 from Our Lady's Boer Athlone with 590 points. Zainab has just started her first year in one of the most competitive degrees in Ireland, medicine in Trinity College, Dublin. Sabahuddin Alim from East Region completed his leaving certificate in 2020 from Kalashcha Fodrig Lucan with 613 points, which is top 2% in the whole of Ireland. He is currently in the second year of Jamia Ahmadiyya UK in the 7-year Shahid degree. For university, Naki Ahmed from West Region completed his Honours Bachelor's of Science in Computing and Software Development in 2019 from GMIT with first class honours. He is currently working as a professional at SmartBear. Raziullah Tarate Pidika completed his Master's in Digital Marketing in 2020 from National University of Ireland in Galway with a first class honours. As part of his final project, Raziullah was awarded first place by Rentokil Initial for Best Digital Marketing Campaign Pitch in 2020. He currently works for Threatscape in digital marketing. Dr. Arsalan Shahid completed his PhD in Computer Science in 2020 from University College Dublin, specializing in energy-aware and high-performance computing. During his PhD and beyond, Dr. Arsalan Shahid has published 7 peer-reviewed articles in his field. He is currently working as a research scientist in the Insight SFI Research Centre for Data Analytics in Ireland, and at the same time pursuing an MBA. Dr. Shahid is also serving as chairman of AMRA Ireland. Dr. Mohib Ahmed completed his PhD in chemistry in 2020 from Maynooth University. Dr. Ahmed has had 3 peer-reviewed publications. Most notably, Dr. Ahmed was the recipient of the Irish Biological Inorganic Chemistry Society Postgraduate Gold Medal Award in 2019. This prize is awarded annually to one PhD student in the entire country, or the island of Ireland, who has distinguished themselves across a range of criteria throughout their PhD with a focus on research, performance, achievements, and impact in the field of medicinal and biological inorganic chemistry across the whole island. Dr. Ahmed currently works in Abbott and is also serving as Secretary of AMRA Ireland. This wraps up the 23 award recipients for the year. In the end, I would like to leave you with the words of Zuri Anwar Ahidullah Ta'ala bin Nasr Aziz at his inaugural address in Jalsa Salana, Ghana on 17th April 2008. Allah told the promised Messiah ﷺ that people of your Jamat will progress in knowledge. Therefore, I advise the youth, immerse yourself in your studies to the exclusion of everything else. Advance so much in every field of education that your minimum target becomes the Nobel Prize. May Allah enable our Irish Ahmadi students to continue progressing in this direction. Ameen. Jazakallah.
खलीफा के हम हैं खलीफा हमारा वो दिल है हमारा